Hello, Star Wars fans. My name's Joel Robinson, and this is a breakdown of everything you need to know about the new show, Bad Batch. Are you ready? Hot off the presses, Disney and Lucasfilm are announcing a brand new animated series based off the Bad Batch episodes from the Clone Wars Season 7. This will feature all new characters and will not be a rehash of the Clone Wars, but an entirely new show. The most interesting development is that Dave Filoni will not be acting as director of any of these episodes. Instead, Star Wars Rebels and Resistance director Brad Rau will be taking the helm. So depending on whether you enjoyed Rebels and Resistance, will give you a good idea of whether you'll enjoy this show as well. Now, maybe like me, you're a little bit more skeptical. Well, there's still no need to worry, because Dave Filoni will still be involved. In fact, he will be acting as executive producer, in a sense acting as the guide that George Lucas did for him on the Clone Wars. All that being said, let's get to the deeper questions of what will the show be about? Well, it will follow the adventures of Crosshair, Wrecker, Tech, Hunter, and Echo in a post-Order 66 galactic empire. The Republic is no more, and the clones are forced to become mercenaries. In a world without a clone war, the troopers must work together to survive. They each will search for purpose to their lives in different ways. Because without the Clone Wars, the Empire will see them as obsolete. Unlike the Clone Wars, the Bad Batch will not move between tons of characters, but instead, much more like Rebels, will follow the personal stories and struggles of these few clones. This will answer questions like, how will the clones react to the Empire? What exactly happened to the clone army post-Order 66? Will they be decommissioned, retired, or drafted into the service of the new Galactic Empire? Will the clones get involved in the rebellion? Will they come into contact with Ezra, Hera, Sabine, Zeb, or Kanan? Or maybe the Bad Batch could even cross over with a younger Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. So what do you think? Are you excited about the stories of the Bad Batch characters? Let me know what you think is going to happen down in the comments. There's so much more to unpack here and explore. One thing is for certain, as far as the look of the show, it will much more closely resemble the look of the Clone Wars versus Rebels. In fact, a major portion of the show's assets from the last episode of the Clone Wars will be used in this new show. Unlike Rebels' more simple styling, this will be the same look as Victory and Death and the new 4K HDR super detailed look of the Clone Wars. We know this is made possible because of the show's higher budget. Unlike the constraints of Disney XD and Disney Channel's budgets and the content limitations, Disney Plus is in desperate need of more content. And some of the most popular content on the platform is the Clone Wars. In fact, Star Wars and Hamilton the Musical are the major drivers of subscribers to Disney Plus right now. So let's talk about the release date. The show will most likely premiere in middle to late 2021. It mostly depends on the current state of Lucasfilm Animation with COVID, and it depends if they are currently writing and producing episodes, or if they had already been working on the show in tandem with the Clone Wars Season 7. In the press release, the show is referred to as Filoni's vision, but in previous interviews, Filoni has talked about not working on more Clone Wars, and that if there was going to be more, he would not be involved in it. With this clearly being in the same vein as the Clone Wars, it would seem that this is a new development happening after Disney saw the reaction to the last season of The Clone Wars, and the amount of new subscribers. Unless Filoni has been lying, it is clear that he didn't expect to continue the stories past Season 7. So production will be waiting on the writing process of Filoni and the Lucasfilm Story Group. One thing's for certain, it's an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan, and I for one cannot wait to see what they do with these new stories. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, then please share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you.